Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. I want to talk about Billy Joe Saunders versus Marcelo Coceres, and it was an okay fight. I'm not gonna say it was a great fight. I'm not gonna say it was a bad fight. I think it was a learning process for Billy Joe Saunders, but I could be wrong. One thing is in the fight that at 168 pounds. I don't know who's Marcelo Coceres, but he didn't come and lay down. Of course, he got knocked down, and I think it was in the late rounds. I think it was the 10th round or the 11th round, if I'm not mistaken. But Billy Joe Saunders got the job done. But one thing is before he got to the knockdowns and to the knockout, probably the early rounds, one thing about Billy Joe Saunders, he takes rounds off. I think in his mind he's like, I threw enough punches. I think I won a round. You know what I'm saying? And you can't think like that, especially when you boxing. You know what I'm saying? Because you might not do enough. You know what I'm saying? Because you got some fighters that would that would determine who's special fighters, who's just an average fighter. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like Errol Spence, he doesn't let up. You know what I'm saying? He keep on throwing punches. He keep on coming at you. You know what I'm saying? Billy Joe Saunders, he takes rounds off. He'll think he threw enough or did enough to win a round, and then he just take off. I think maybe he got stamina problems, or maybe his discipline from outside the ring is not where it should be at the same time. I don't know. And if he got both of them problems, I think he just got one of the problem. But I think really at the same time, if he got two of the problem, he really ain't go too far at the 168 pound division. You know what I'm saying? He do a little showboat and have his hands down just like Marcellus did too at the same time. But you know what I'm saying? Did his stock rises, or was this fight worthy for him to fight Canelo Alvarez? I don't know about that. I'm leaning towards no. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing is with Canelo Alvarez, I know he been calling Canelo Alvarez, of course, the cash cow, aka allegedly supposed to be the face of boxing. But I'm gonna have another video about that. But one thing is you can't take the rounds out when it comes to Canelo Alvarez. You got to, and then you're not going to win a fight like that when you fight Canelo Alvarez. Maybe he took this guy a little bit lightly, you know what I'm saying? And of course he had that right hook, you know what I'm saying? Got him did the damage. Of course, the first knockout, that was the second knockout, but the first knockdown really got him to say, well, hold on, let me wake up. Woke him up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he thought it was going 12 rounds and stuff like that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Billy Joe Saunders, he's kind of, he's not so much. I don't know. Maybe he was frustrated too at the same time. That might play a problem in the fight. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. But when we see him fight, I don't know. I got a funny feeling that Canelo Alvarez seen this fight, and maybe he might go for Billy Joe Saunders. So I think Billy Joe Saunders is he haven't been defeated yet, and he had 168. Because I remember Canelo Alvarez said he ain't going back down to 160. So now he never said he never gonna go down to 168. I don't know about Canelo gonna stay at 175. I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I think his next opponent might be Billy Joe Saunders. You know what I'm saying? Billy Joe Saunders been asking for him, and he's seen this fight, Canelo Alvarez, and he's like, man, you know what? Let me take this dude on. You know what I'm saying? I think Canelo Alvarez, I think he probably can get the knockout with Billy Joe Saunders if he fight like this. But Billy Joe Saunders might say, wait a minute, hold up. I can't take him. I can't take Canelo out lightly, just like I took this opponent lightly. That's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong. Maybe this is who Billy Joe Saunders is. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, man, do you think this fight is worthy of a fight with Canelo Alvarez or whatever, or Colin Smith, or who's that? David Benavidez, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because he had 168 pounds now, and he having a hard time with this opponent. Of course, he got the job done. You know, so you can go through a fight and not be that, great, but you can still knock out somebody because it can only take one punch. You know what I'm saying? Just in this fight, right? You know, so he did okay. I ain't gonna say he did terrible, but he was just fatigued and stuff like that, and maybe frustrated too on top of that, and you know what I'm saying, not well disciplined outside the ring, whatever, and all that, and whatever. So, but you can't fight and pick your. I mean, you could pick your rounds too at the same time, but it just seemed like he just in his head, like I did enough, and I think I'm gonna get the win regardless, whatever, or get this round, whatever, won, whatever. And you can't think like that when you fight Canelo Alvarez. I would definitely say that. That's for anybody. You know what I'm saying? So you have to almost knock out Canelo Alvarez to get or knock him down multiple different times. Even one knockdown don't mean guarantee you're gonna win the fight with Canelo Alvarez. You see what I'm saying? So I would definitely say that. But what y'all think? Do you think he need to fight a couple more fighters, whatever, or do you think he's just who he is and it ain't nothing gonna change about Billy Joe Saunders? You know what I'm saying? Do you think he need to go back down to 160? You know what I'm saying? So obviously he had 168, and maybe he think that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he didn't want to fight Demetrius Andrade at 168 because I think Demetrius Andrade wanted to fight him at 168, but he didn't want to fight him at all. So maybe he's telling y'all something, whatever. Maybe he's not confident in his him being more focused in his craft, whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? So, but what y'all think? Leave a comment at the bottom of my page, subscribe to my page, like my page, hit the notification bell for new videos from me. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. Alright, bye.